Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing well. I've got kind of a fun video today. This company, Anker SOLIX, reached out to me and wanted to know if I wanted to try out one of their solar generator, like lithium power back batteries. And I normally turn that kind of stuff down because I get asked that all the time. There's always another one coming out, but this one was actually super neat, and I have a little bit of brand history with this brand, Anker SOLIX, before they rebranded and they were just Anker. Was the very first battery I ever bought for like a backup battery for my cell phone when I was a traveling photographer. So those two things combined with the fact that they said this can do 2,400 watts of output got me really interested, because I have a fun idea that we're going to try in this video, which is, can it run my MIG welder? And can we actually do like a little bit of welding out in the middle of nowhere? And then I also want to show you how I use battery bank like this and now this one to power the diesel heater for the camper, as well as the fridge in the truck, and all the lighting for the camper and exterior. So yeah, I think this will be a fun video. We'll take a look at this and then we'll see if we can't run my MIG welder off this tiny little battery. Oh, this is a little stiff. I hope this works, because this would be friggin' awesome. Okay. This is like a full-size welder too. So one of the other things I wanted to know if I could do, besides testing out the battery and kind of showing it to you guys, is if I'd be willing to go to Florida. Now I live in California, on the coast. You might be able to see the ocean, all the way out of Florida to the Southeast Adventure Expo that's on March 1st through the 3rd. So I'm not really one to turn down a trip, even if it's across the country. So they said they would fly me out there and take care of my time and everything, and go check out their booth. And yeah, I don't know if you happen to be in Florida watching this video and are going to that expo, I'll be at that booth, so come by, say hi. It'd be fun to connect and check out some of these power stations they have there at the booth. Damn, this thing's rusty. Oh, we barely got any gas, but we got some. All right, this is all set up and ready, and let's take a look at the battery first, and then I'll show you how it goes in the camper and stuff, and then lastly we'll try out the welder. All right, so battery obviously, but I'll show you real quick the interior of the camper. And this is the power station, the phone charger, all the interior lights, the dimmers, USB ports, and diesel heater control. So all of this I have set up to be powered through a 12-volt car cigarette lighter style socket, and then the diesel heater is with an AC to DC converter like you would have like on a laptop. So grab this guy, turn him on, bring it in here, and normally I have my fridge right here, but this will have to do for now for this video, because I didn't want to take out the back seat to put my little fridge platform. But this will plug in the camper like this, and then this guy is the AC to DC converter. The reason why I run the diesel heater off this is because when you start up the diesel heater, which is this controller right here, as the diesel heater gets going, it draws about 150 watts. And 150 watts is more than 10 amps. And on most of these type of batteries, if you try and pull more than 10 amps through this guy, which is rated for 10 amps, it will stop the battery and you'll have to reset it. So to get around that, if you're running something like this that can only do 10 amps, use an AC to DC converter, and I'll show you on the screen here the one I'm using, and that will get you all set up. Oh, let me turn this on. So it's got buttons on the screen, obviously. Buttons, and then shows you on the screen what's on, but this is the camper interior now. You can see these are all lit. So cargo is this guy. It's on a dimmer. Really nice interior. That's that one over there. And then rear, and those are on a dimmer. This dimmer right here, that's for these guys back here. So when this pops open, that shines a nice light down, and you can dim them so it's not ridiculously bright on your eyes if you're cooking back there. But yeah, this is the interior of the camper, guys, and it's all powered. This little wall is a aux beam fuse box behind there, and power's running underneath the flatbed here. I know it's a mess. This is like my tool storage area, but all the power wires right down there, and then they go through the back of the flatbed right here. I know it's kind of a mess right now. And then I have my power station power supply right here. So that's how I'm using this battery to power everything here inside the camper, including the diesel heater. You can turn on just like this. Let's take a closer look at the actual battery itself and some of the features. So car socket, this is 10 amps, like I said. That's what I use to power the camper. And this guy on, you've got 100 watt IQ3 USB-C like smart charger. You got 100 watt and 30 watt, so you can fast charge stuff like your laptop and your iPhone. And then you've got standard USB as well here, 2 of them. Also smart. And then you've got 5 AC outlets, and then you have 1 surge pad. This is the one that can go up to 2400 watts output. So that's the one we're going to plug the welder into. And then something kind of nice, you'd think it's kind of gimmicky, but it's actually really nice, especially if you're using this like inside the house or something. It has a light on it that's actually pretty bright. So a couple different modes. I tried this in my house, in my office. Super nice. I've actually used batteries like this during power outages at my house to run the fridge. Like we had scheduled power outages that just went like way too long, and saved all the groceries in the fridge. I could also see this, you know, middle of the night, power goes off, you need to charge something or turn something on. Having a light on the front is actually kind of nice. Even if it feels like it's a gimmick at first, it's actually really nice. Okay, so got all your outlets on one side and your screen and everything, and then input is over here. So this is how you're going to charge it. This thing can charge extremely fast. So from 0 to full, I believe in just under an hour, and even faster to 80%. I think that last 20% of charging, they slow it down to preserve health of the batteries. And then you've also got your solar input or your car charging input. So 600 watt max input right here, which is really nice. That's a lot of solar that can go into here. So yeah, guys, very, very little handy solar generator with some sweet features. Yeah, I forgot to show too that it comes with some cables. So it comes with the wall charging cable. It's the AC cable to charge this guy. So I usually keep this in the truck so that I can bring it inside of, like, if I'm at a hotel or I'm stopped at a friend's house and need to charge this really fast, I can charge it inside in less than 1 hour. This is the car charger one, so same thing, inputs just like you would solar. And then this goes to your cigarette lighter, and you can charge it while you're driving. And then this is their solar one, which is all this style of connector. So I have some other solar panels that have, I forget the name of the connector, but it's different than this, so you have to get an adapter unless you have their solar panels. But I'm actually thinking, I wonder if I can use this twin outlet cable to like modify, have one plugged into the cigarette lighter and the other pigtail plugged into my solar, so that it's charging while I'm driving, and then when I'm stopped, it's running off the solar, or both, since it can handle up to 600 watts. So yeah, but anyways, it comes with all 3 of those. And if you want to extend the battery, they have an battery expansion. You could double the capacity, so it's basically just another one of these with no screen, and you plug that in, and then you have double the 100 or 1056 watt hours. So 1056 watt hours is basically 83 amp hours. So if you're used to looking at batteries, most lithium batteries are like car batteries that they sell for like RVs and stuff are about 100 amp hours is like the standard. So this is a little less than 100 amp hours, but the fact that you can charge it while you're going in the car with solar and stuff, it works out pretty well. So now I think we're gonna try and see if my welder runs on it. So my welder can do 110. Let's put this on there. Gonna set that there. I'm like a little nervous here. Oh, it's already on. So I'm gonna turn this down. Let's go to this. This is what I welded most of the camper, like I think right about there. Maybe there. And actually this whole camper frame is made out of this stuff, which is 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch 064 wall steel tubing. So let's see if we can weld what I made the camper frame out here off that tiny battery with this beautiful background. And no, I'm not worried about starting a fire because it has been raining nonstop for like 3 days, and this is literally just a couple hours after like rain flood warning. So it's super wet out here. I don't have to worry about starting a fire right now. All right, so what I'm actually gonna do is use my angle grinder as well. I'm gonna plug this guy in here. He's gonna go right there. Put my face shield on. And I would wear ear hearing protection, but I use my AirPods for that, and I think it's gonna connect to this if I do that. So I'm gonna skip that step for this demonstration, but I think what I'm gonna just try and do is weld. I'm gonna cut this thing off, so this is for, just put that right there. See how this works. Well, you could definitely run an angle grinder. All right, let's see if we can weld. You know what? Let's actually make something. That actually works really well. Okay, got 1, 2. Where's my third one? Right here. This is like, I didn't really think you could do this. I thought you actually had to have a bigger battery, so I'm already impressed. I'm hoping that this actually works, because this is like, I don't know in what situation I would practically need to do this in my own like experience, having you know, all the trips I've been on, I haven't had any crazy breakages or anything, but I could see it happening, you know, like it's just awesome to be able to run a welder off your truck and be able to repair whatever. Obviously you wouldn't use a gas bottle MIG welder, you'd use something a lot smaller, but all right, let's give it a try. It feels so crazy. All right, let's see if we can do this. Oops. I'm just gonna get this tacked together, and then I will try and run some longer welds. It's working. %, still. And obviously this is running long, but I don't have my whelpers right now. There it is, guys. The camper, sleeper, now welding rig, all in one. Everything powered by this new little battery guy. You guys, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't expect myself to be this excited about a little battery like this, but the fact that you can weld off that battery with like my at-home welder, same exact settings that I used to build the entire camper. There's just something so rad about that. I'm like MIG welding in the middle of nowhere. I'm totally gonna look for a much smaller welder that I could keep in the truck. Just because overland, you know, just have stuff you don't really need. But the fact that I could just like weld wherever I'm at, like if I need to make a repair, this is so rad. Have an angle grinder, have a welder, pretty much fix anything. So that was my welder just letting up gas. Yeah, one last thing, or two last things. Anker also has this new thing called Adventure Assembly, and it's basically a chance to explore using their products and win like big prizes. I think up to like 5,000 bucks or something, a lot. And then lastly, so check that out. Adventure Assembly launches, I think, when this video launches. And then lastly, if you're going to Florida to the SAVE Expo, the Southeast Adventure Expo, I'm going to be there on March 2nd at the Anker booth. So yeah, if you're going out there, come say hi. I'd love to say hi. And we will both be checking out a bunch of the Anker products out there. And it should be a good time. All right, you guys. That's all for me. I'm going to go back down to beautiful San Luis Obispo. Dude, this place is insane. I love living here. But, oh, this is the welds, in case you guys wanted to see. I did not clean the metal before I did this, so these are not the best welds. But at least you can see it's welded all around. And don't need that there. See ya.